Just to get some rest. Beauty. Oh my gosh. We're
here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line. Got it? Hey, alert, alert! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Okay, double up.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. He's got a first down. Past the 30.
He did not just do
He's
that.
At the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit.
He's got a
Kerryon Johnson, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
83-yard run.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. Essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line. Ready. Is the money flag? Squeeze. Time to go. Night. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards on the ground.
First down, Kansas City.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Ware. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. 70 ending. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Here we go with Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 93 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go. Here we go. My 40 for Pittsburgh. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Lions will take over. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Tannehill. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 14, Chiefs nothing.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike. You go night-night. Time to go night-night. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shoot. Check 25. Check 25.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Here we go.
That's a
15,
gain of 5.
15,
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right up, bring. Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Let's go. Come on. Run. Run to the ball. We got a runner. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Here I come. Here I come.
Go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Detroit
Go.
Lions
10-2
first
stop.
down.
I'm scared.
1st and 10 at the
Speed
21
grip.
yard line.
Speed grip.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Check 3. Check.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's McKissick, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Score, Lions 21, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A carry now for McKissick. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Bravo. Go.
53, check 53. It's been a long day for you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, foxtrot. Check, go. 65. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
53's shoot.
Back to throw. Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
You ready?
They're on 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
You ain't got nothing.
Check your hot reads. 6. Bullet. High.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, come on, no, come on. Go.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Trace McSorley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jackson.
Jim.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go. Let's hit it. Hey, we got
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
132 fighter.
He gets away from one, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now operating from the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Check. 53's Mike. I got you, boy. I got you.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll throw on first down with Jack, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. Right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
All day.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at
Come on,
their
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So